I don't know how amenable that experience is to any sort of consistent characterization. To just to say the transcendent other. It's like, yes, I have a shitload of psilocybin bouncing around my central nervous system, and it's making all the wrong neurons fire in all the wrong ways. I don't know if I can like pull back from those experiences anything other than to say that it's a very strange experience. But then is it some sort of transcendent other in this kind of like, I don't know, deific sort of, or whatever, like psychism sort of view of like, okay, you're literally communicating with something that is actually there. However, in your sober state, you don't perceive or interact with it, and you need this chemical in order to induce that interaction. I think that's a big fucking step.
Yeah, well, maybe I just haven't had enough psychedelic experiences, but it's hard to know what. If you're being given a message, it's hard to work out what it is.
I would say it's nigh impossible to work out. And that the higher the dose you take, the more difficult it is.
Yeah, it's hard to concentrate on those sort of things when you can't remember your own name.
And then the retort, one could retort, well, Jack, you fucking male dominator pig, you you have not actually undergone one of these experiences facilitated by a trained shaman of a lineage that has the knowledge of how to interpret and how to guide these experiences properly.
Yeah, that's true, but what about the first, not even the first humans, but the first hominids to have come across magic mushrooms? Because they presumably wouldn't have had shamans.
So they developed the school by taking enough
psychedelics.
mushrooms. They started developing, like, it's like the Platonic Academy, but of mushies. So from whence springs the first philosophers, you know, right? Anaximander and whatnot. They were just chatting in the same way, analogously. Like maybe these proto-hominids were just mushing out, and they realized through their chatting that they could establish, like, here's like a methodology for correctly understanding the experience. And now the shaman all around the world, wherever they are ultimately descendants of that school of knowledge about how to interpret these experiences. You could hypothetically, like, by that logic, if you take enough mushrooms, you could actually derive these insights yourself, no? Like the early proto-hominids.
It would make sense that it's sort of like Protestantism versus Catholicism. It's your personal relationship with the unbounded vegetable consciousness. You can achieve this state yourself.
Where do you fall? Are you more of an orthodox shamanist sort of person? You need to go to school, you need to go to the church, as in have the guided experience, or are you more of a, it's a personal, you're more of a Protestant, Anglican, like softball, it's your personal relationship with the mushroom?
Well, given that my only experiences with the mushroom and its
would you be open to going to
personal.
mushroom school with a trained shaman?
Oh, I'd give it a shot. If the option were open to me, I wouldn't say no.
Interesting.
What about you?
I would like to give it a go. I think it would be a worthwhile experience. I'm highly skeptical. However,
yes,
I think
quite skeptical.
You can't, strictly speaking, having even had the psychedelic experiences, they are an extremely strange thing, and I don't really know how to make sense of them. So I think it's it is important to even though you need to maintain skepticism, because you don't just want to have like some random garbage like pumped into your brain by like a bunch of nonsense, right? But at the same time, I think you can remain open-minded, right?
That's sort of the guiding philosophy of Are We the Crazy Ones as a podcast.
Yeah, I guess it is.
try to be charitable. Maybe they're seeing something that you're not. But retain a healthy skepticism.